Hello everyone, my name is Lakna. Welcome back to my channel, and also welcome if you're new. I really appreciate you all being here with me while I channel some divine messages and some intuitive insights about the next full moon. So this full moon is happening around the 24th or 25th of February, depending on where you live. In Melbourne, Australia, this full moon is happening on the 24th of February at 11:30 p.m. exactly. So also, if you see me looking down, I'm just going through some of the notes I've written. I was recently traveling back to my hometown, Adelaide, because I will be going through a big move very soon. And on the flight, I just had this downpour of insights to do with this full moon. And I want to make sure I don't miss out on any of those notes as well. But I have had a lot of insights just coming through for a while now. The past few weeks have just been insight upon insight to do with this full moon, and I'd love to hear all of your insights and any synchronicities or anything that have been coming through for you as well to do with this sign of Leo and the nakshatra Magha, which is a very powerful and bright star, and it's makes sense to me why the energies are so intensely visible, because Magha is one of the most visible stars. Leo is one of the most visible and prominent signs that we really all can easily tap into and feel the energies of Leo. And I have really been feeling these themes coming up in my life, so I'm keen to share with you all, and I hope that it inspires you all and lifts you up and also resonates and uplifts you in all the right ways. So let me know your thoughts and insights as well. So firstly, this sign of Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun has one of the most significant impacts on all of us, because the sun is literally one of the brightest stars in our universe. This bright light gives us a sense of leadership and authority in our life. The sun represents a lot to do with our sense of power and our ambition, our respect and honor for ourselves, our creativity. The sun also represents masculine figures in our life, our fathers, paternal. The sun also represents our heart and our real deep connection to ourselves. The sun is our courage, our independence. It's also our body and our vitality and our strength and our ability to inspire others. And the sun is also our ego. So it's really about understanding who we are. So the sun is ultimately a very positive and benevolent influence in our life. The sun literally charges us up with serotonin and this bright light of energy that literally lifts us up and helps us to remember what truly matters, what comes from the heart, and really feeling strong and confident and loving ourselves, loving life and feeling optimistic. These are some strengths of the sun. And the sun's bright light is brighter and stronger and fiercer than the rest of the planets. And we see this in astrology. If your sun sign is close to any other personal planets, the sun actually diminishes the strength of those other planets, and it becomes a life lesson to really rebalance that and make sure that you remember your worth, your power, that you're not giving your power away to outside forces, and realizing that you are the authority of your life and that you are leading your life fully and living for you, and really following your heart, trusting yourself, and living with so much self-love and confidence. And because the sun is so bright that its light can sometimes dim or sort of decrease the strength of the other planets, it's like that saying that greatness, which is the sun, and also this star Magha is known as the great star, the mighty star. And yeah, there's this saying that greatness requires some sacrifice, and it's true. Like you see it with the sun, is that the sun shines so brightly and unapologetically and authentically, no matter what it may seem to be dimming or decreasing around it, it still continues to shine and express itself fully. And this is a life lesson for all of us, I feel, is to really own our own light and really shine authentically and freely, no matter what seems to be going on around us, and just trusting that really being our most authentic self and fully expressing ourselves and fully feeling love and confidence in ourselves, that light is so powerful, and that really energizes and lifts up the world. When the moon is full, the light of the moon is fully illuminating to us whatever has been hidden from our path for whatever reason, whatever we need to really face now and heal and release. To see, the light of the moon is really going to help us to see now what has been holding us back from self-love and self-trust, and really owning our light and feeling confident in ourselves and understanding ourselves fully and completely, and also being what's been holding us back from being able to express ourselves fully and wholly and authentically. And themes right now can come up to do with any insecurities we have, self-doubt, any issues to do with loving ourselves, any blocks there to do with self-trust and self-love, and any needs for like external need for validation, any like sensitivities and insecurities, and really that theme of having a healthy ego is going to come up. One major lesson I've learned from the sign of Leo and also this nakshatra Magha is how important it is to have a strong and healthy sense of who you are, and a strong and healthy sense of your ego. And this nakshatra Magha, these people are given a really strong sense of their own identity and ego, so that they can achieve these really great things that they are destined to be and do in this lifetime. And not all Magha natives have that strong and healthy sense of their own ego. Actually, there can be the opposite end of Magha natives in this energy of being completely unidentified with themselves and their ego. And that is a theme that I see coming up right now for the collective as well, is like the two extremes, where there's the two extremes always exist with everything, the polarity and the duality of life. So there is the potential for being so overly identified with your ego, and then also being completely unidentified with who you are and your sense of ego. And I have definitely experienced, I feel, especially more towards being unidentified with myself and really losing my sense of self and who I am. So I understand how important it is to really know yourself, and I really look up to and admire a lot of people that I know with this star in their chart, Magha. I see them doing big, great things, and I see how their light is so strong within themselves, and it just like overflows and pours out into the people around them, especially their family and their loved ones, and they just have so much love to give because they own it completely and fully and in such a healthy way within themselves. But there's two examples, famous people I want to give. So Paramahansa Yogananda has his rising sign and also rising sign and moon sign in Magha Nakshatra. So that's two significant placements, and this yogi has done such profound things and probably is heading towards more of that Ketu energy, which is being like moksha, spiritually enlightened, and really being detached from the material world and the illusions that come with it. And then there is Donald Trump also has some significant placements with Magha Nakshatra, and you can see some things in him, like the shadow parts of Magha, of being a bit more attached to material concerns, and also still having a strong influence in our society, whether people like him or not. And I have no interest in politics, but it's very obvious that people have strong emotions towards him, and he has a strong influence and a strong energy that influences the world, and he has this Magha Nakshatra in his chart, and this influence and leadership role model kind of energy comes through when you are fully confident in yourself and you are just owning your light and your own power, and you're just expressing that out to the world. The planetary ruler of Magha Nakshatra is Ketu, or the South Node, and Ketu is all about our past lifetimes, the habits, the traits, the things that we have repeated lifetime over lifetime that really we need to understand about ourselves so that we can accept and embrace and heal and release the habits that aren't serving us, to help us become more and more spiritually liberated. Ketu will really help us to understand ourselves on the deepest level, especially on a positive note, to help us understand our talents, our skills, our positive personality traits that we can work with in this lifetime as well. And those things come through truly deeply understanding the self and understanding our ego, really creating this confident sense of who we are. And this Ketu energy is what can really create that other end of our ego, of being kind of unattached and unidentified with who we are, because Ketu really just wants us to release all attachments to this material world, and like an unhealthy sort of Ketu energy in our birth chart can really disconnect us from ourselves and overly identify with outside forces and the people outside of us. I feel that this is a lesson for a lot of us, is to really understand who we are on the deepest level and feel confident and strong in ourselves, in our physical bodies, and see ourselves as separate from our outside world and the people outside of us. And I know personally this is something I am just starting to really understand and really master, is really owning who I am and my own light, my own strength, and my own understanding of my physical self. I have only recently started to feel grounded in my physical body, and I believe this is because I have my sun in my 12th house, which is very, very Ketu-like energy of my sun, my ego, wanting to detach from the material world and being close to some very personal planets as well. It has been a lesson for me. My sun is close to my Saturn, and I am now going through a major Saturn return, and I feel that I am really understanding how to own my own light and shine that authentically. And I hope that you feel that energy off of me through this video as well, that I just want to empower everyone to be able to own their light and power and shine and express fully, unapologetically, authentically, and also understand that when you are doing that truly in such a pure way, you won't be dimming anyone, you'll be charging everyone up around you, just like the sun charges you up with light and love and happiness. Also, if you feel like the sun is too harsh or too bright, or it's literally burning you, that's your message to go inside, to go within, and to really reflect on and really find your own light within, and know that you don't need anything outside of you. Ultimately, you have that sunlight within you, and do what you need to recharge that light and to feel that love and confidence within. This full moon is a very powerful time to reconnect with our roots, with our family, with our past, with our ancestry and our lineage. The Pitris are the deities of this nakshatra Magha, and the Pitris are our forefathers, our ancestors, who give us this powerful light to see what are the karmic patterns and the ancestral wounds and traumas that we have kept repeating lifetime over lifetime. This is a powerful time where the moon will illuminate to us some of these things that some of these ancestral and generational curses that we can now break and heal and change. And our ancestors, and also these deities, these gods and goddesses, they are us too, and we are all one, we are all connected, and they wish for us to treat ourselves, treat our mind, our body, our souls with just as much respect and honor as we do for them. When, you know, in many cultures we create these sacred ceremonies and rituals where we pray and we create these beautiful feasts for our ancestors, and this is such a beautiful thing to do, but we also need to make sure we are caring for ourselves and nurturing and nourishing ourselves with just as much respect and reverence as we do for these deities and ancestors and gods. And we also respect ourselves and see ourselves in our fullest light and power. We are so powerful, and we are so worthy of the most love and the most respect. And the star Magha really shows us that. And one of the symbols for this star is, I don't know how to pronounce it, I think it's the palanquin, which is this royal seat that is like this real beautiful seat that you are transported in, and it just shows how we can move with this, we can move through life with such respect and honor and protection as well. And when we truly embody our light and our confidence and our self-love, we really love ourselves fully, completely, wholly, we will be treated as such as well. So also with this palanquin, or this royal seat, there is a central rod which sort of holds the seat together, and this rod is made of bamboo, and there are knots within the rod, and this rod is seen as our spinal cord, and the knots within the bamboo is symbolic of our chakra points. And it's very symbolic of when you are completely activated within all of your chakra points and your energy is flowing in perfect alignment, then you have the potential for this kundalini awakening, this divine energy flowing freely through you. And when you are truly embodying your light and love and really moving like that, then you move with such respect and honor for yourself, and then you are treated with that utmost respect as well when you're moved around in this palanquin, this royal seat of life. So I want to go over just a few of the main chakras that I feel some of these themes are really arising with this full moon, and it's really starting from the root going up to the heart, because Leo and the sun rules our heart, and we need to start from the first chakra, the root, and move up to our heart. And from there, the higher chakras are very like they just flow through. So starting from the root, right now especially, this time is so significant for us to feel rooted and grounded in ourselves, in our physical bodies, to feel strong within ourselves. And really focusing on our root chakra can help with that, and doing things like actually working out and doing like strength training and feeling strong in whatever activities help you to feel really strong and grounded in yourself. Grounding out in nature as well really helps with that, and connecting with your literal roots, like your family, that helps as well. Then is the sacral chakra, which is this energy to do with your sensual, sexual self, what you crave, what you desire. It is this really sexual, creative energy within you. So really doing what you love unapologetically and with no shame, like really being creative and flowing with that feminine energy is much of that sacral. Then there is the solar plexus, which I feel is very significant in this time as well. The solar plexus is this yellow sun-like energy as well, and it is in our stomach area. It's like really important right now to make sure that we are eating the right foods, that we're treating our body like this royal temple, and honoring and respecting our body, eating the right foods, detoxing and focusing on our digestive system is a really great thing to do, if not now, in the near future, to help really hone in on this Magha energy. Also, the gut is one of our main intuitive centers, so really listening to our gut and our stomach and listening to it, speaking to it, having a relationship with our gut and our stomach. And the more clearer that digestive system is, the more clearer that intuitive guidance will be. And then it moves up to our heart, which is the main chakra, I feel, of this Magha energy. And the heart represents all things love, and really, like, now is the time to think about any blocks that we have within our heart that's blocking us or really misguiding us away from the truth, which is love, and really loving ourselves, being confident in ourselves, and being able to see ourselves in our highest light. Our lungs are also found close to the heart. So our lungs are a part of the heart chakra. So are we breathing, truly breathing in life for us, and that life, that prana, that the air that we breathe in, air literally fuels fire. The air that we breathe in fuels the fire within us. So are we truly deeply breathing in life? So the last thing I want to mention is that when you are truly secure and confident in yourself, and you truly trust yourself, you love yourself, you treat yourself with the utmost respect and honor, and you really know who you are, you have no need to try and seek anything outside of yourself for validation, for love, for approval. You truly just shine, and you are your authentic self, and you become an example and a light for others. You have no need to judge anything that is different from you, or anything that you don't resonate with or align with or understand. You are just you and your light, and you uplift through that energy. And one last thing actually to mention with all of these themes is that a big part of really tapping into that secure and confident version of you is truly healing your inner child, and really having a deep connection with your inner child. A lot of us, most of us, are our inner childs, just replaying situations that we need to heal. And I feel that this full moon in particular is going to offer us the opportunity to heal our inner child and the connection to our fathers and any authority figures in our life, any paternal figures in our life. So it's a powerful time to reflect on those themes and to actually connect with our fathers in whatever way that we can, and to re-father ourselves, and to reflect on what we need to do to parent ourselves, but particularly to re-father ourselves, and to be that leader for our life, that sort of strict, stern, stable, secure energy that our inner childs need. And it doesn't matter how beautifully loving your father was, we all have inner child wounds and little things that our inner childs need from us always. And healing it doesn't end, it never ends, it's always layer upon layers to be uncovered. So yeah, this full moon is a powerful time to reflect on those things. Leo is also the ruler of our 5th house, so these themes of really, that inner child theme is like, it shows in the 5th house as play, as fun, and romance as well, like connecting with love and surrounding yourself with love. The 5th house is also our past life karmas, the good ones especially. So really focusing, reflecting on our past. The 5th house is also to do with teaching, and when we are fully confident and owning our light, expressing our light, we will be teaching through that. We may not be teaching as an actual profession, but we are all teachers of the creativity and the flow and the wisdom and the passions that we have. We teach those things when we are fully authentically expressing that within ourselves. So that is all I want to share for this beautiful full moon. I will also be holding and hosting a beautiful sacred ceremony with my beautiful sister Charlene. I will link her YouTube channel below as well if you're interested in her yoga teachings, and if you're interested in joining us for that sacred ceremony, please just send me an email. And besides that, I hope you all have such a beautiful full moon, and I will see you all in my next video.